Watching anime changed my life, not because of the story, but because one anime website stopped working. Let me tell you how. Back in my primary school and high school, my life was simple. Anime, game, and repeat. I was watching anime every single day, even during classes. While the teacher was explaining about math and history, I was sitting in the back and watching anime. It was fun, it was exciting, and honestly, I didn't think much about my future. My world was anime and gaming. In my first year of high school, I had a class called Web Development. We learned the basics of HTML and CSS, just simple things. One day I was sitting in the back of the class watching Attack on Titan on my favorite anime website. It had English subs, good quality, and no ads. Suddenly the streaming stopped. I refreshed the page, nothing found. 404. The server was down. At the same time, I didn't want to listen to the teacher because the class felt boring to me. So I searched for another anime website, but I couldn't find one with good quality, English dubs, and without ads. And that's when a strange idea came to my mind. What if I make my own website? So I closed the browser, opened it VS Code, and created my first HTML file and CSS file. I wrote some text, I added some anime pictures, I styled it a little bit with CSS. When I saw it in the browser, I thought, wow, I just created something. But I wanted to make it better, more beautiful, more professional, and more importantly, functional, like a real streaming website. So I started asking my teacher and went to YouTube, watched tutorials, and basically searched on Google about building HTML pages and publishing the websites, whatever came to my mind. Every day I improved my website a little bit more. Suddenly I realized something. I actually loved doing this. I was no longer excited only about anime, I was excited about building things. Then I faced another problem. No one could see my website. My website only worked on my own computer, so I asked my teacher how to publish it. He told me about hosting, domains, and the internet. I searched online and discovered GitHub page that you can just upload your static website and publish it. For the first time in my life, my website was online. Whoa! But there was a problem. I didn't have real anime episodes, so I started searching for anime APIs. I didn't even know what an API was back then. I just typed how to get anime data for a website. After hours of searching and testing, I found an anime streaming API. I learned how to fetch data from it and display it on my own website. That moment changed everything. I wasn't just watching anime, I was building website, real application system. So this experience made me choose my future. After high school, I applied for a university in software engineering. In my second year, I got my first job at a startup company near Malmö in Sweden. I studied and worked at the same time. After 2 years, I graduated. Then I applied for a software engineering position in a government organization. Today, I work as a professional software engineer there, and it all started because an anime website stopped working. Everyone has a different story, different background, and different path. Some people discover programming through schools, some through YouTube, and some through anime. Your passion can become your future if you turn curiosity in action. If my story inspired you, please leave your own story in the comment. I would love to know how your journey started. Just remember, sometimes your future just begins with something small, even with watching anime.